Hey there you guys, Shaun Allen here. This is a little bonus clip for my special playlist for the Disney Egg-Stravaganza, and I hope you guys have been enjoying those videos. If you have, hit that like button. Also, if you have not seen any of the videos, check out the end slate at the very end of this video, or check out the playlist link down below in the description of this video. So, as you probably noticed from the title of this video, we're going to be looking at the different maps that I got from last year's egg hunt and this year's egg hunt, and do a little bit of a comparison between the two and see if there's any real difference. I didn't really do the egg hunts from previous years, but I started them last year and then I went back this year for the 2016 season. I think I did a lot more this year than I did last year, because last year I only got 2 eggs out of like the, I don't know, maybe 6 eggs they had back then. But this year I decided to go all out and get the entire collection of 2016 eggs, and I got them all. And that's a spoiler alert for those of you guys who didn't see the videos. But yes, right here behind me we have Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Woody, Jessie, Cheshire Cat, and Stitch. I got those from this year's egg hunt, which is 2016. And these are the 2 eggs I got last year, Mr. Toad and Tinkerbell. This from a distance looks kind of like Tweedledee or Tweedledum, but it's actually Mr. Toad. Anyways, here we have the maps. These are the maps from last year. They say 2015, and here we have the maps from 2016. Now, right off the bat, you're going to notice that from 2015, there's only 2 maps, because last year we only had 2 locations to look for eggs: Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. This year, there were 3 different locations. We have Disneyland here, Disney California Adventure, and brand new this year, Downtown Disney. Now, if you guys haven't seen my previous video where I did a little bit of a review of what I thought of this year's egg hunt, I'll just give you a little summary. I thought this year's was way better than last year. Even though they added a new location area for you to look for eggs, it was still a lot of fun. A little bit challenging too, because there were some areas where the eggs were hidden really good. And I even got like followers from Twitter saying that they were having difficulty finding the eggs. So I hope the videos help you guys locate the eggs, because when I first looked for them that one day on March 4th, it was really difficult, especially for the ones in Downtown Disney. But as you'll see when we look at the maps, the locations from the eggs hidden this year were a lot different from last year's. There may have been a couple of repeats, but basically it was a whole new experience. But it was still a lot of fun. If you have not experienced Egg-Stravaganza, do it as soon as you can, or by the time you watch this video it will be over. Be sure to check out next year's egg hunt. And I asked Disney to do the Disneyland hotels. I already gave a couple of little areas where they could hide eggs at the hotels. So we'll see if they'll listen. I know I have a voice somewhere in the Disney Corporation, and they do listen, because they brought back the Daily Bugle. No, what? That's Spider-Man. What is it? Buena Vista Bugle. Good grief. What? That sounds similar. They did bring those back. They started bringing them back this recently, actually. What else did they do? Oh yeah, they brought back some of the Star Tours merchandise. You never know. Next year they could have something for the Disneyland hotels. We'll find out. I guess we'll have a little flashback or something and see if maybe that will happen. But anyways, enough about that. So let's look at the maps here. So you notice right off the bat here from the Disneyland map, there is a lot of detail in the background here. Not so much in the actual map portion. Like you'll see, here's the castle, here's the Main Street Station, there's the Mark Twain, here's Big Thunder. Well, it's not really Big Thunder Mountain. That's more like the area from the mine train area. This is, I guess, supposed to be the Matterhorn. Looks almost like Expedition Everest, but this is a Small World attraction. But there's no Mickey's Toontown, which is kind of surprising. This kind of has a look of the original Disneyland, but it's okay. I like it. It's kind of nice. But again, the design back here, it almost looks like it has like a frozen pattern. Now, from this year's map, the 2016 map, not much difference in here in terms of the park, but the background here, way less detail. It's orange, and it's just got this zigzag line pattern. If you notice that the sun's gone behind a cloud or something in the background there, but you'll notice right here, pattern-wise, yeah, big difference. I don't know why they decided to not have this really nice pattern again on the map, but this definitely looks nicer than this one. But yeah, anyways, the stickers, as you'll see here, are exactly the same. They may not be in the exact same spots as they were from last year, but there's definitely like the exact same stickers. Like, one of the differences I remember is that Mr. Toad. Now, I've mentioned that from I don't know if I mentioned this in the video, but I think that they should have stuck the the Mr. Toad egg over by Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Last year, if I remember correctly, it was over by the plant that was shaped like, what was it? It was looked like Dumbo. But this year, it was over by the Pinocchio's Daring Journey. And it's close. It's close by the attraction, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, but I think they should stick it over more towards the actual Mr. Toad's Wild Ride attraction, which would make sense, right? And last year, Tinkerbell was appropriately right next door to her little area, Pixie Hollow. This year, she was in front of the carousel, the King Arthur's carousel. Let me try to remember. Last year, Mickey Mouse was over in Main Street, like right next to the firehouse. This year, I believe, if I remember correctly, Mickey Mouse was inside the pin training area. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a difference there. So, obviously, a lot of different locations for the maps. Oh, yeah, and Goofy was, again, the toughest to locate, because this year, Goofy was over by the Tomorrowland Terrace, but he wasn't actually at the restaurant. You had to go beyond the restaurant, over between, like, the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters and Star Tours. He's, like, right there, right in between those two attractions. Last year, he was like right near the front entrance of the Tomorrowland area, but he was hidden so well that you couldn't really see him. Same thing was true what happened with Downtown Disney. Now, Downtown Disney, of course, was new this year, so there's no map from last year. Yes, these eggs were very difficult because a lot of these were either on rooftops or in a store shelf. Some of them were inside the stores, but there were several, from what I remember, that were hidden very, very well. Jessie was on top of a rooftop. The White Rabbit, well, actually, White Rabbit was very easy to find because he was like right there in the little courtyard area next to the Grand California Hotel. Woody, I think they should have put Woody where Thumper was, because Thumper should have been at AMC Theater, because he has a lot of gray, and the theater, as you'll see here, has a lot of gray here. Woody would have been perfect for the Earl of Sandwich, because the Earl of Sandwich shop has a lot of red and yellow, but Thumper does not. He only has, well, he has a little bit of pink on his nose, but that's pretty much it. Well, his eyes look like there might be a little bit of orange there. But what I'm trying to say is that I think they should have switched them such that the gray could blend in with the iron structure here in front of AMC Theater, and Woody should have gone with the Earl Sandwich so he could blend in with the orange and yellow paint for the Earl Sandwich, like, shop. And Donald, I think they actually put him in a good place because he was right next to the Disney Vacation Club. It was a white background, and he's white. It's got a little bit of blue, so it was a perfect place for him. Mickey, I think he was pretty good too. He was over by the ESPN zone. And I'm trying to think, who else was really difficult? Oh, this is really funny too because over in the downtown Disney area, right as you get off the tram, there's like two different locations besides the main location for the Disney Vacation Club. Because the Vacation Club is right here. I should have known this right away, because this is the Vacation Club right here, and it's the only place on the map here where it actually shows the Disney Vacation Club. But there was like one here and one like right about here. So there was like, they were tricking you basically into thinking that, oh, he may be here, or he may be here, but he was actually right here. Now, I'm trying to remember if it was Chip or Dale. It was one of those two. No, I think it was Dale, because I think I found Chip inside the World of Disney store. He was like right by the entrance. But Dale was very difficult because there's a little wagon right about here at Downtown Disney where it was selling the Wetzel's Pretzels. Now, the Wetzel's Pretzels, the shop is more like, let's see if I remember correctly, it was like right in here. So as you can see, there's a little bit of confusion there because when you have a wagon and an actual shop for two different locations, it's like, well, where are you supposed to go, right? So you basically had to walk all over Downtown Disney, and you had to look really hard for these eggs. Now, I have to say that out of all three of the Easter egg hunts in the Disneyland Resort this year, Downtown Disney, I think, wins it because even though, yeah, it's brand new, but it was a challenging one. It was really, really challenging. I actually got some tweets saying that Disneyland's was difficult, but I have to say that Downtown Disney was really difficult. And again, with the pattern design, very simple. It's actually very, very similar to the Disneyland map, except this one is green and this one's orange. In fact, if you look at, I just noticed this, if you look at Disney California Adventure, they're basically the exact same pattern. So, the only difference is the color. DCA is blue, Disneyland is orange, and Downtown Disney is green. But I guess I can't really complain because last year's were also the same design, only one was orange and one was blue. So there is a new color, green, but yeah. Anyways, here's Disney California Adventures map. This year's map was a little bit different. There were some locations that didn't get eggs. The Hollywood Tower Hotel did not get any eggs this year. It actually got skipped. Last year there were 2 eggs in the Hollywood Tower Hotel. One was inside the gift shop, and one was actually inside, or actually on the wall that was right outside of the attraction. I think it was both Chip and Dale were right outside the attraction. So that was a lot of fun. It was kind of unique, but this year it was completely skipped. I think the best hidden egg in this entire area was the White Rabbit. His was difficult because on the map it says that he's over by the entrance of A Bug's Land, when technically he's actually by the entrance of It's Tough to Be a Bug. So if you're looking around like DCA looking for the White Rabbit over by A Bug's Land, he's actually located by the It's Tough to Be a Bug sign. He's just like right below it, really hidden amongst the bushes and plants that are planted right there by the sign. I thought that was a really good trick. Out of all of the eggs that were well hidden for this year's egg hunt, I think the one that was up the highest was Mickey Mouse. He was up in the water tower over in Hollywood Land. And I think the most adorable one was Minnie Mouse when she was in the truck. That was kind of funny. And let's see here. Oh, Goofy was inside one of the stores. I think it was D Street over in downtown Disney, next to the Star Wars stuff over in that store. I hope at some point we'll get at least a couple Star Wars eggs, but I highly doubt it. By the way, in case you wanted to know, the DCA eggs stickers that are on here and the Disneyland ones from last year's egg hunt are exactly the same. They all have the same characters. As you can see here, DCA had Minnie Mouse, Donald, let's see, Daisy, Mickey Mouse, White Rabbit, Lightning McQueen, and Mater, Thumper, Pluto, Chip and Dale, and Goofy. The exact same for this one over here. Disneyland was the same as well. They only, instead of Lightning McQueen and Mater, they had Tinkerbell and Mr. Toad. But this year, for Downtown Disney, for the first time, we had 2 new eggs. We have Woody and Jessie. And I'm not so sure what it was like 2 years ago, what happened with the egg hunt, but I'm betting it was the exact same stickers. But still, we got 2 new eggs this year, and they became the eggs. 2 new eggs this year for you to collect. And, oh yeah, and one last thing I want to point out. Last year's egg hunt at DCA, when we were looking for the ones in Cars Land, Lightning McQueen, originally from last year, was located on the Radiator Springs Racers, and Mater was located at Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. This year, however, Lightning McQueen was at the Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, which, I mean, doesn't make a whole lot of sense because that's not really his attraction, but you know, it's okay. And Mater, he was actually over at Fillmore's. So, yeah. So, a little strange, but it was okay. I just kind of would have liked to have seen Mater back over at Mater's Junkyard, because it made a lot more sense there. But, you know, you can't get everything you want all the time, right? Anyways, that's the comparison of the maps. Once again, there are the eggs right there. These are the ones from this year, from Mickey all the way down here to Stitch. These were the only 2 I got last year. I'm trying to remember, I think last year's eggs that were being sold to the general public, well, not sold, but the ones that you could redeem, I believe they were Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and I think Pluto, and I saw Thumper, and then these 2, I think that's right. I'm not positive. They could have had other ones as well, but don't quote me on that, because I didn't get all the eggs last year. I only got Mr. Toad and Tink. Personally, I'm actually glad that I got these 2 because I think these were the best looking ones. Pluto, I believe he was just all yellow with the face. Like, I think it was supposed to look like this right here. And Thumper, same thing. But I'm not so sure what happened with Mickey Mouse. And I don't know if they had Minnie either. So, obviously, the design of the Mickey egg looks way different from what they have here on the Mickey Mouse sticker. Now, if I compare the Toad, Mr. Toad sticker with the egg, it is different, of course. Same thing is true with the Tinkerbell sticker. Hang on, let me show you a better image of the sticker. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, see, it's a little bit different, but still cute. If you like collecting Easter eggs, especially Disney ones, these are really fun to collect. I don't know what's going to happen next year because I'm not really concerned about that right now, but I'm definitely betting that next year we'll probably get Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse next year. I don't know if they'll have, I'm pretty sure they won't have the Cheshire Cat, Stitch, Woody, and Jessie next year. They'll probably bring back maybe a couple from last year and maybe bring out new ones next year. I don't really know, but I'm pretty much betting that we'll definitely be getting Mickey Mouse again. But we'll see. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching the video. And again, this was just a little bonus clip to show you the comparisons between the two maps. The stickers relatively were the same for both Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. The really only two new eggs that we got were Woody and Jessie. And of course we got a new location, so we had 3 different options on where to find the eggs. Next year, I hope they do the Disneyland Hotel, but we'll find out. Alright, if you liked the video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button, favorite the video, share your friends, and of course subscribe to my channel. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, have a magical day. See you guys next time here on the Disneyland video series. Bye bye! Eggs!